Hello, my name is Lisa Shea, and this video is about making a money origami 6-petaled flower. So you can make this with bills of any sorts of sizes. They work for US bills and for other countries' bills, whatever kind of bills you have, as long as they're a long rectangle shape. You can make them out of origami paper. The size of a US bill is 2.61 inches by 6.14 inches, so you can cut your origami paper down to that size. And it doesn't have to be exact because origami paper is actually a little under 6 inches, so it's not going to be as long as a bill, but that will be alright. It'll be just fine. Because the petal shape is a pretty general shape, so it doesn't matter if it's a little longer or a little shorter, that's all up to you. So you can cut down paper if you want to cut paper into the right size, or you can use bills. You can use $1 bills, $20 bills, whatever kind of bill that you want. And if you have $100 bills, these are great for wedding presents or graduation presents, somewhere where you're going to give someone a fair amount of money and you want to give it in a way that's really pretty and will make a special impact for them. So let's get started. The things that you need are the 3 pieces of paper, whether they are bills or pieces of paper or however else you want to use something to fold. And you're going to need something to connect it together. So this happens to be a piece of wire. You can use floral wire, regular wire, twist ties, anything at all. But the point is that once you get these 3 petals, you're going to need to hold them together some way to make the flower out of it. So we will do one at a time here. We're going to do the exact same thing to all 3 bills. So once you get the hang of doing one of them, you will be set to do all of them. So we're going to start by folding this in half and make a crease. So we're going to just fold it in half, make a nice sharp crease, and unfold it. And now we're going to fold it about 1/3 of the way in. It doesn't really matter exactly how you fold it, we're just making the petals a little shorter. So about 1/3 of the way, give it a crease. Same thing on the other side, about 1/3 of the way, give it a crease. Alright, so we've got the 2 sides folded in. Now we're going to fold it in half long way. Alright, give it a good crease. And then we're going to unfold it. Now this center line that we just created, we're going to fold each of the 4 corners down to that center line. So this side of the bill is going to fold down to be on that center crease. So we're folding this around as a triangle. So now we've got a triangle shape and that line is against the center line. And we're going to do that 3 more times, once for each of the different corners. So we're going to bring this point over to this point. This works better if your bill is crisp, but if not, you should be able to get it to work anyway. Alright, so we got 2 of the points done. I'm going to bring this point in to that middle area. Three of the points are done. And then this point into that middle area. And we got 4 of the points are done. Alright, so now we're going to bring the 2 top and bottom edges into the center. So we're going to fold one of them in to the center. And then the other one is going to come in to the center. And then we're going to fold this whole thing in half around the center spot. Alright, so now we have one of the petals. And we can fold this in half lengthwise if we want to make the starting crease, but that's how we're going to end up being 2 of the petals, and it'll actually be this way. So that is 1/3 of it done. Right, so now we have the second one. So we're going to fold it in half lengthwise and in half the widthwise. Doesn't matter if you do these starting creases earlier in the process or later in the process. Whichever way makes you happy. The point is that at some point you want creases in both directions. So once we get the creases in both directions, we're going to fold this in a third of the way. And a third of the way over here. Again, it doesn't have to be exactly precise. Right, and then again, the reason that we made the fold in half like this before was just so that we could have a place to fold our 2 points in on each side. So we're going to fold this point in to that center line, this point in to that center, and one piece of paper. We're going to fold that point in to the center line, and that point in to the center line. Now we're going to fold the top and the bottoms up to the middle. And we're going to fold the whole thing in half. And we can give it a little crease in half just to make that crease, but we're going to be doing that soon enough anyway. All right, we're going to do it all a third time. So we're going to go, I like to fold both halves to start with. Doesn't really matter. Fold it in half one way, fold it in half the other way. We're just making some creases. Alright, so we're going to fold the 2 edges in about a third of the way. About a third of the way towards that center crease that we created. And I'm going to just crease it again from top to bottom. I like to crease things. The more you crease it, the better your edges are. So now we're going to be doing the 4 corners all in towards the center crease. All into the center crease, making the points of the petal. So the top one into the center crease, the bottom one in to the center crease. Alright, now we're going to fold the top line and the bottom line into the center. Alright, we're going to fold it in half. And we're going to give it a crease to crease it in half. Alright, so now we've got the petals for the flower. So now we're going to hold them all together by their center point. And this is where you use the twist tie, or the hair scrunchie, or the pipe cleaner, or the floral cable, or whatever you have to make a loop. Now I do actually have floral wire that I normally use for this process, but my cats are obsessed with floral wire, and every time I try to do anything with floral wire, they are climbing all over me. So for the purposes of this video, I'm using just a regular wire, and I thought it would be safe, and even so, when I started working with this, the cats came running over and were trying to run off with it, so I finally gotten them distracted. But if you have cats, be warned that anytime you do anything with pipe cleaner or floor wire or stuff, you may have little cats coming to visit you. My cats are obsessed with, oh wait, here comes one of them. I may get through this before the cat comes and tries to steal this away from me. Alright, so the idea is to, hello sweetie, are you gonna come stuff your head? I know, you cannot resist. You absolutely cannot resist anything with wire or pipe cleaners. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it looks like a snake or something. But like even if I bring pipe cleaners into the house, because I've been off doing a folding project somewhere and I'm bringing them back in, they will smell them. They smell the pipe cleaners from rooms away and they come running to figure out where the pipe cleaners have gone to. So you are just so cute. Yes, you are. See, look. What is up with you and wires? You are a very cute kitty and so helpful to defend me from the malicious wires of doom. I thought I was going to be safe by having this kind of wire and not actual... Right, sweetie, that's probably not good for your teeth. Right, come on, sweetie. Alright, so anyway, you get the gist of it. If you use regular wire, then it'll look more like a flower stem, and you could wrap flower wire around it and all sorts of stuff. But in general, get the sense that you can make these from bills of all sorts of different denominations. You can make them from paper that's cut into a general bill shape. You can put a pin on the back of this and make this into something that you put on a hat or on a sweater or anything like that. You can make a pendant out of it. So all sorts of really cool purposes for using these. But especially I love for gift giving if someone's having a graduation or a wedding or a bridal shower or a baby shower or something. I love making these flowers because yes, it's nice to give, a new mother a couple $100 if you can afford it, because diapers are expensive. Everything about a baby is really expensive and people need the money to be able to pay their bills. But instead of just handing them, a couple bills, which is very nice and appreciated, if you can give them a flower version of the bills that you're giving them, then it makes it even more special. And it's something that they can take pictures of and treasure. And then, of course, they're going to take it apart and spend it on the things they need to spend it on. And that is all right. So let me know if you have any questions at all about making money origami flowers or regular origami paper flowers. I am happy to help. I'm happy to make them from other different kinds of denominations or other kinds of paper so that you can see what they look like in different ways. So let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a wonderful afternoon.